23 people in this room. 2 people over here. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello to you down there. Good morning. Thank you so much for liking this live. I am the Crack Wing Chronicles. Crack Wing Chronicles. Good morning. Two people in the room. 3 people over here. Good morning to all. I am currently trying to fundraise $120 this morning. Currently trying to fundraise $120 this morning for transportation and a hotel. Good morning, good morning. Currently fundraising, trying to raise $120 to extend my stay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's what I'm currently doing. Trying to raise $120 this morning. Actually, I have a job interview this morning that I'm trying to get to. That's what the transportation is for. So I can be able to get there, get back, and have somewhere to come back to. All right. All right, all right. I'll let you troll. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm grown. All right, see you later too. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. Two people over here. Good morning. Currently fundraising. Currently fundraising. Need some tissue. Currently fundraising $120 for hotel and transportation. Okay, that's what we're doing this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sparkling Brook. Good morning. Good morning to you, Sparkling Brook. Good morning. I got two people over here. Good morning. Three people in the room. Am I sick? Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick. Thank you so much, Sparkling Brook. All right, I got two people in this room. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 2 people in this room. Good morning to all. Good morning to all. I got 3 people in this room. Four people in this room. Good morning. Four people in the room. Four people in the room. Three people in the room. Good morning. I got 5 people over here. Good morning. 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 Currently trying to raise 120. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. One person in this room, 3 people over here. It's allergies. One person in the room. Good morning. Good morning to you, blonde trucker. Good morning. Thank you for the heartbeat. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the heartbeat. Good morning. Good morning. 120 is my goal. Currently trying to raise funds for a hotel and transportation. Two people over there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to all. Good morning. One person in the room. One 120 is my goal. Seven people in the room. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 120 is the goal. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Tandra. Good morning to you, Tandra. Kiki, good morning, good morning. I got 7 people in the room, y'all. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Good morning. Good morning to all. I'm currently trying to get ready for this job interview. I have to extend my stay at this hotel. I got a late checkout of 12 o'clock. The job interview is at 12. The job interview is at 1. I have a late checkout of 12 o'clock. With that being said, I'm trying to raise funds so I can possibly maybe extend my stay at this hotel and be able to get to this job interview. As for right now, that's all I got this morning, so I don't have a lot of time. I want to say probably 2 to 3 hours I may have to be here, but 120 is what it is that I'm trying to raise, so I can be able to do what I need to do accordingly. Good morning to all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got 11 people in this room. I have a goal this morning. I have a goal of 120 this morning. Trying to possibly extend my stay at this hotel and have transportation to this job interview. This is what I'm trying to do this morning. "12 people in this room." Good morning to all. If anybody have any questions or concerns, please feel free to chat. 9 people. I got 9 people in this room. Good morning. Good morning to all. 120 is my daily goal. I got 3 hours. 3 hours to check out. I can't be here all day today. 3 hours to check out. 3 hours to get to get dressed and leave. I have 11 people in the room. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got 10 people in this room. Thank you for liking this live. Mama Faith, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Ooh, my allergies is killing me this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 11 people. I got 2 people over here on YouTube. I am currently raising $120. I am trying to raise $120 to extend my stay at this hotel. I also have a job interview at 1 o'clock that I'm trying to prepare for, that I'm trying to obtain transportation to get there. I'm trying to crowdfund and take small donations of whoever wants to assist. I have links in the bio as far as my Cash App and my GoFundMe. GoFundMe, I will not receive any money instantly, but far as Cash App, it is available. If anybody have any questions, please feel free to chat. Four people. Four people. Three people. 13 people this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 15 people in the room. 120 is how much I'm trying to raise. Thank you. KK's Creations. Good morning. Jennifer shared the live. KK's Creations. Good morning. Thank you. Thank y'all for liking the live. I got 2 people over here. I got 15 people in this room. I am currently trying to raise $120 to extend my stay at this hotel and to have transportation to a job interview at 1 o'clock. I have until 11:30 this morning to come up with this goal amount. Otherwise, I'm going to be unsuccessful in a few areas. So please feel free to chat if anybody have any questions or concerns. $12 people. I got 12 people in this room. Good morning. Good morning to all. Thank you for liking the live. KK's Creations. $11 people in this room. $12 people. I got 12 people in this room. Currently fundraising this morning. $120 is my goal. 120 is my goal. $120 is the goal. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you all out there. Ah, it's my allergies. Three people in this room. Good morning to all. I am currently fundraising $120. 120, 120, 120, 120. 120 is the goal. $13 people in the room. I got 4 people over here. Good morning, y'all. However many people in this room. Thank you, Tandra. Thank you. Somebody. Can y'all at least try to tap the screen, like the live? I mean, I'm just trying to get a little bit of help over here. You know, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you know. I know we all try to adjust to the day. But come on, people. Come on, people. Come on. I got I got $120 goal. I got 14 people in here. Thank y'all. You was the 4th. You don't know who the 5th. You was the 4th. Hey, good morning. Good morning to you, PGA Bishop. I got 10 people in this room, y'all. I hope everybody is all well. Currently trying to raise $120. Trying to raise 120 by 11:30. Good morning. 3 people over here, 10 people over here. Good morning. I don't have my talkers in here yet, so y'all just gotta bear with. All right. 120 is what I'm trying to raise. I am currently homeless. If I leave this room and I check out, I'm gonna be walking the streets. Nowhere to go. There's no way around it. I have videos on YouTube that talk a little bit more in detail about my situation, but that's the long and short of it. Okay, I'm trying to come up with a movement. Keep crack off the streets. Okay, keep crack off the streets. All right, it's the crack movement. All right, we back to the crack era. Thank you. Make up with a bow. Thank you for liking this live. Whatever it is that you have, $5, $10, whatever it is that you have that can possibly help and contribute to the movement, it will be helpful, and it'll come together far as, you know, me being able to keep a room. All right, because I don't have no more left in me. I seriously don't. It's too much being outside every day, all day. It's hot, nowhere to go, no food. It's too much. All right, thank you for liking this live. I got 3 people over here on YouTube. I have another 12 people over here on TikTok. Good morning. Do anybody have any questions pertaining to anything? I know we're all here for various reasons, but do anybody have any questions or concerns pertaining to anything? Thank you for liking the live. I have 2 people over there, another 13 people here. All right. So we got to 11:30. We got to 11:30. Actually, we don't even have to 11:30. We got till 11 o'clock. Thank you so much. Make it up with a bow. Thank you. I appreciate for being on your FYP. I am a homeless female here in the state of Texas. It's to the point where I have a housing voucher. I'm waiting another, probably at this point, another 7 to 10 days for them to figure out what they're gonna do with my voucher. From there, long and short, I've been out here for the last 2.5 weeks without transportation, without being able to generate funds. You know, it's been rough. So somebody ran off with the car. 2 people ran off with the car, long and short. No longer have transportation to be able to do basic deliveries just to be able to stay afloat and generate funds. Now that has forced me to the streets of not having anything or anywhere to go. I was utilizing the vehicle to sleep in, utilizing the vehicle to do deliveries and to be able to generate money. All right. Fast forward 2 weeks now. I've been just trying to stay afloat. I've been trying to find a job. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning to you, Mika. I've been trying to find a job. I've been trying to, some days I don't get a chance to get a hotel. This is why I say at the end of the day, you can't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Homeless does not have a look. Homeless is a state of being without, the state of being without a home. You're homeless, anything you're less, anything that's least, anything that's less than. All right. So, in other words, I don't have a home. I'm homeless, meaning that I don't have a roof. I don't have a dwelling. I don't have a shelter. I don't have all of the things and the attributes that comes with having a home, such as running water, electricity, food, nowhere to sleep at night, things to that nature. That's homeless without the state of being of able to go and have somewhere to go at night for shelter. Okay. Just because you are homeless, it does not take away who you are overall as a whole when it comes down to your character, who you are as a person. You got some people that's homeless and they got a job. You got some people that's homeless, but they stand over here with somebody, sleeping on somebody's couch. Not all homeless people live up underneath the bridge. Not all homeless people walk around disheveled. Some homeless people look like me. Some people look like me, have jobs, and blend well into what everybody calls society, everyday life. All right. So 9.5 times out of 10, what normally happens is, and I can speak on it from experience and from what I see. Good morning to you, Rita. Hope all is well with you, Rita. Good morning. What I can see is if you're driving past and the visual of what people think homeless people should look like, trust and believe me, people don't become homeless and go straight to the bridge. All right. It's kind of like a process to it. All right. Because sometimes you ever see, and I don't like to call them homeless, but I like to refer to it as homeless because some of you all just don't know, but I refer to everyone else as the friends. Okay. But you ever see some of the friends that's out here on the streets with signs, and you look at some of them and you can tell that they have had better days? Have you ever looked at some people and say, man, I can tell that person has lived a long life? Or you look at some people and you just wonder, what happened? What happened to that person? Okay. Sometimes it simply can be something simple. Seriously, nothing major. And this is the truth. I want to put it out there. I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it all out there on the line today. All right. Thank you so much, Rita. So Rita says she always do. Good morning to you, Shelby. With that being said, it's to the point where, and I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to put it to you the best way that I possibly can. All right. Me as being a female, events happen that got me to where it is that I'm today. When I post them videos and I say, thank God that I'm not on crack, everything it is that I'm going through, thank God that I'm not on crack. Like, that's the truth. That's the real life truth, but someone that may not be as strong as I am may result to other things without the state of being without a home. Okay. Because a home, pretty much, in other words, it gives you shelter. It gives you stability. Okay. It gives you a peace of mind, because even when things are going rough for you, a bad day at work or whatever it is that you got going on the outside, you know that you have peace, within your home. You have peace of somewhere where you can be able to go to. All right. People that's living on the streets, they don't have that. All right. So I take myself for an example. Me as a female, it's so much easier for me to come to social media and ask for help, ask for assistance, opposed to being on the streets with a sign. It's unfortunate that a lot of people have taken, they have abused social media. But social media, in our reality, it's media, social media. Not too many people read newspapers no more. How many of you all have went to the store and picked up a newspaper? How many of you all, still watch the news? I'm pretty sure a lot of people still watch the news. But social media is just one of those outlets, a mass market. It's like a mass media market, where you come to social media for resources, for everything, for recipes, anything it is that you may possibly want or need or desire, or even think of, you come to social media, you come to the internet for. All right. So in terms of someone coming to social media for resources and help and assistance, there's nothing that's wrong with that. If I put it out here on my bio, hey, I'm a homeless female, this is what's going on, this is my journey, so on and so forth, you have the opportunity, you have the option to figure out yes or no. Do you want to, is this someone that you want to engage with? When you hit a term, you can keep swiping. You seriously can keep swiping. You don't have to stop. You don't have to engage with creators that put out certain content that you are just not comfortable with. Okay? And it is not your right and it is not your duty to complain about the creators that's out here that put the content that they put out. That's where the saying to each his own come from. All right. So I always tell people, like, if you seriously don't like being here, then don't follow me. Why come over here? You understand what I'm saying? And same thing with the trolls. Like, why waste your time? If I'm putting it out here, hey, I'm homeless, I need help, I need assistance. Why come? Why even be bothered? Okay. And nobody should complain about me asking for help, because this is what my content is. This is what it consists of at this moment. It consists of me being homeless without needing help. All right. You never know when you put it out there who might just be in a position to help you. Yeah. Some of us is messed up and going through it, but everybody ain't messed up and going through it, because your messed up and going through it can be totally different from somebody else messed up and going through it. Okay. So I put the information out there. Hey, this is what my situation is. Hey, I need some help and assistance. All right. Unfortunately, other people, they put their content out there and they do what they do with the funds that they receive. All right. Thank you so much, Rita. Now, here's another thing, too, that I want to address, as far as people saying, oh, well, they always come online begging. Oh, well, she's online asking for food. She's online asking for a hotel. She's online asking for a job. I just seen this other video when that's transparency. That's what that's called. That's transparency. That's someone that's saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what I have going on. You all can go back in reference to this video today, and it will back up everything it is that I'm saying. That's called transparency. I don't see nothing wrong with somebody asking for help. Once again, if you don't enjoy the content, then you can leave. Okay? You can just leave. But it's no different than creators coming online, battling, asking for gifts. All right? When you send those gifts are not sent out instantly. I can't cash out none of that money from those gifts. They are appreciated. They appreciate it, but I can't cash out none of that money. Then on top of that, you got the middleman, TT over here. YouTube, y'all gonna die in a minute. Y'all got the middleman that's gonna take half of the money. So it's just like, where do I really technically gain? As far as people throwing gifts, unless I have multiple people throwing gifts, lots and thousands of people throwing gifts, and then it adds up. Okay. So is that, in that aspect, it's a lot more beneficial for larger creators to be able to receive gifts. Smaller creators like myself, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but we'll appreciate a cash app. You know what I'm saying? We'll appreciate taking that $5 cash app, but I'll send it to you in a GoFundMe. What's the difference between them asking for gifts and me being transparent asking for help? It's still money in the whole grand scheme of things. All right. So saying that to say this, it's extremely uncomfortable to come online when you're a creator of myself. All right. Because everything it is that I do, it entails talking, talking. I have to, it's not like I'm in the background, I'm cooking, or I'm teaching you off a new craft or hobby or something to that nature. If you want to give me resources you can give it to me in my DM. Thank you. I do appreciate it. All right. So sidetrack. Stand by. Where did I leave off at? Where did I leave off at? Okay. I left off that question, just took me for a loop real quick. Okay. So resuming back. So what I'm trying to get to is uncomfortable. That's where I was at. Uncomfortable. So it leaves creators like myself. It's an uncomfortable feeling. All right. When you have people that just come and they sit in your life, it's one of those situations where it's like, what's the purpose of coming to sit? I wouldn't want to sit and watch someone struggle. I wouldn't want to sit and watch someone in need. Okay. I wouldn't want to sit and watch someone of that nature. I truly believe that if someone say, hey, I'm hungry, hey, I'm thirsty. If someone say, hey, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, 9.5 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, they just suspended my gifts. It's fine. I don't want no damn gifts anyway. All right. 9.5 times out of 10, they are hungry. So the only thing I'm just saying is, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause because I'm talking. Just give me a second. If I got any moderators that's in the room, please feel free to mute these people. But I'm not paying attention to the comments right now. All right. So, like I said, if someone is sitting here and they're saying, hey, they're hungry, feed them. Say here's $1 or $2, the case may be, for water. All right. So going back to what I was saying about people being up underneath the bridge, homeless does not have a look. I am who I am. I looked a certain way. I carried myself a certain way prior to me being without a roof. That does not take away from my character of who I am because I'm without a house. All right. So when I say push, when I use the term, oh, well, y'all gonna see me up underneath the bridge is usually the last place. The bridge is usually the last place where people resort to. And I understand where they are coming from, because when it's all said and done, they probably have gotten out here. They probably have asked for help, probably have asked for assistance, and probably just couldn't receive any help and any assistance, to the point where they had to resort to the bridge. If sometimes some people just need a little bit of help just to get going. If it has gotten to the point of it, thank you, beautifully broken. Thank you. If it has gotten to the point of people are up underneath the bridge, it's 9.5 times out of 10 because they was just, without any other options, nowhere else to go. All right, let me answer a few questions. And then if anybody else have any questions, please feel free to chat. All right. No caller ID. I'm located in Texas. Good morning. Good morning to you. No caller ID. Beautifully broken. I know about All for One having a lot of resources. Let me tell y'all about resources. All right. Let me tell you about resources. To each his own. Okay. To each his own. When it comes down to resources is a list, a compiled list of agencies, of organizations that offer different services. That's what resources are for the most part. Okay. So you say All for One have a lot of resources. I went over there to their page. It's going to be a sheet like this that's going to list all of the agencies that say, all right, ABC do this, XYZ do this, such and such, and everybody else do this, and so on and so forth. Okay. I'm familiar with a lot of resources here in the state of Texas. I myself, unfortunately, at this time, I am going through a temporary homeless situation, but I work closely with the friends. I work closely with the homeless population that's here between Dallas and Houston. When it comes, I am extremely familiar with the resources that's available here. First of all, I live within a county that have minimum resources. All right. Here, they kind of go off of where you live. Based upon where you live, in their mind, it determines how much money it is that they think you have. All right. On the flip side, agencies that's outside of the county, if you all come over to YouTube, you will be able to see that I get out here. I actually put in footwork far as like feeding the friends. I feed the homeless all the time. Okay, this is why I tell y'all, come over to YouTube and y'all will be able to get more of a gist of who I am overall as a person. So I am an extremely resourceful person. I know what a stew pot is. I know what a bridge is. I know where Dallas Life is. I know where 1010 Cadiz is. I know where the Dallas Library is. I know where they camp out is. I know where I know where the campouts are. Houston, Texas. I know all about the resources there. I know all about where they camp out, where they be, where to go take a shower, where to go get food, what agencies you have to go to and be there at 5 o'clock and things to that nature. So I know about a lot of these resources because I am an advocate for the community. I actually come out, and this is what I do for real, in real life. I just recently started a nonprofit organization in my baby's honor back in August. Okay. So far as scamming, far as needing money, things of that nature, I could have been gotten out here and utilized that seal to lawfully get out here and fundraise, take the funds and go do something crazy with it. As you all may say, if I just needed the cash. So far as resources, I really don't need any resources unless you got some information that's more tailored to my situation. Because just because someone have resources available or whatever the case may be, because people casually throw that name, people casually toss resources around. Okay. But just because a resource is available, it does not mean that each and everybody qualify for that resource. So a lot of agencies that's here, it's a lot of things that I just don't qualify for. All right. I'm a single woman. I don't have any kids. I don't have substance abuse issues. All right. I'm not a DV victim. I'm not an elder. You understand what I'm saying? So they look at all of that. It's kind of like a process of elimination. Now let's go back. I also have a voucher. I have a Section 8 voucher. So usually, for the most part, sometimes some agencies are frowned upon that. Excuse me. They'll frown upon that because I have something possibly coming that's in the works. When it comes down to these shelters, some of them are transitional shelters, transitional programs, transitional housing that's going to transition you from the bridge up into a state of being able to receive some type of housing incentive, low income or being able to get on some list, or they may have their own special program within this transitional shelter to be able to help people transition out, and I think that's pretty cool. So for me, the person that I am, and what it is that I do overall as a whole, I would never take something that I don't need. Okay. I would never take something away from someone that will need it more than I do. All right. I wouldn't take a bed away from a senior, a pregnant woman, a mother with a child, kids, things of that nature, someone that's suffering from substance abuse and may need that bed to be able to get off the streets to get clean. That's just not who I am. All right. If I can be resourceful, all right, in the area of seeking out other options to help myself, then that's what I'll do, opposed to knocking at somebody's door. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you should just go lie. You should just go lie to the people and tell them this, tell them that. And yeah, they'll let you in just fine. That's not cool. Okay. And then another thing too, they also do, when it comes down to family shelters here, I don't know how it is where you are from, but a lot of these shelters, they do background checks. They do background checks to check to see even if you qualify to be there. I have domestic in my past. If you've been here before, that baby daddy was a whole nother story for another day. So they pull my background. That's what they're going to see. So they just don't deal with violence, in that overall aspect. All for One is another one. I've seen his list of resources, All for One. Okay. So when we talk about resources and what it is that I need, okay, let me talk about what it is that I need. You're asking me why I can't work. Nobody said I couldn't work. Let me see if you're a troll or not. All right, you're not. You don't look like one. All right, so no one said I couldn't work. I'm sitting here now telling you all that I'm in need of transportation funds to be able to get to a job interview at 1:00, that I'm in need of funds to be able to come back, have somewhere to come back to, a stable place, a roof, a dwelling, a hotel, when this job interview is over. I'm carrying bags. There's no way possible if I can walk into an interview unprepared without. All right. There's nothing wrong with working. Let's get that straight. This is why I say come over to YouTube at Crack Wing Chronicles. That's K. That's crack with a K. Crack with a K. And you'll be able to see a little bit more in detail about who I am. And I'm going to just show y'all a little bit while I'm sitting here. I don't have a problem with working the job, but I'm used to being the job. All right. I don't have a problem with working the job. I'm used to being the job. Let me turn you around. Okay. So Crackwing Chronicles is where a lot of you all can come to. From there, you'll be able to see more about who I am in detail. Because once again, we judging books by its cover. There is no way possible that anybody can work without the necessary tools. All right? Can an electrician come out and do electrical work without wires? Can a barber go to work without clippers? Can a hairstylist